Okay, hello there. Hello there. We all working? Yeah, we're all working. All right. For some reason this is going to take an age into. Okay, let's not do that. Let's see. That should change any second now. There we go. There we go. How did they make another Psylocke? Easy. They just made another Psylocke. A little too quiet now. Oh. Oh, hang on. Let me just check something. That might explain it. Oh, I don't really know what happened there. I'll have to have a look at that next time because really the music should have been all right, but it wasn't. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at it because that's weird. I ended up muting all my audio. All right, so we've got all this set up now, and I just need to get my cards. So let's go here a sec. And say just do some clickety clickety, you know. Sorry, my pussycat's just come up and I'm like, I think I can smell your food. Say, come on, right there. Okay. We're looking better there. For a second then, I could have sworn I saw a $2.99 purchase, but it was the old Iron Man bundle they did quite a while ago now. And you can still do the Galactus draw for what it's worth. Yeah, don't mind showing it now. There we go. I got a neon red. Is it neon red? I don't know. Only reason I didn't show the screen is I was putting all my details in. But yeah, I'm going to say, I'm getting the game now. I was going to say, if you want my credit card details, you're going to have to ask a lot more nicely. Okay. I liked how I actually pay for it and they say, do you want to check this out? I'm like, I already have. Alright, let's claim that. And go to the shop because we've got a few things to do. Ooh, what's going on here?
Welcome to the vault.
I'm actually going to turn the music off a minute. I might even keep it off depending on what the... Actually, let's listen to the soundtrack in a minute.
Exquisite.
Oh, I have liked that Mystique before.
Sensational.
I always seem to get Spider-Man.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
I do like that Gambit, I will say that.
Exquisite. Sensational.
Alright, I mean, that one's kind of nice, but yeah, I think someone thought I liked Gambit. Where's Harleen and Mercury? They are not the data mine. Well, sorry, not data mine, but they aren't the cards we're getting. At least this time. I wouldn't be surprised if they aren't in the Sanctum Showdown coming out. I like that, by the way. I have not had a chance to pick it up, and they're already trying to sell it to me. I'm like, come on. Oh, we got the Pandarts. We got Korg. I kind of like that one. See, we got Athena. That's pretty decent. For some reason, I've got a Maria Wolf in here. It's not bad, that. Iron Man. I mean, I feel like I've got loads of Iron Man variants. It's not like I need another one, but still. Pretty cool. I feel like that's a Dark Oak that I could actually, like, take over my current one. Equally, I think Mystique is maybe one that could challenge my my current one. I'm trying to think who the artist is. Oh, his name's escaped me. Iron Lad? I like that because you can actually see Iron Man's eyes a little bit. Sorry, Iron Lad's eyes. Pretty cool. Yeah, they look pretty cool. Well, we're on the third one already, so I think it's probable we'll get more. At least down the line. Hey, they fixed the bug that sent us all the way back up the screen every time. Alright, so Morgan Le Fay for 6k, but we're not doing that. Let me just grab my 50 of these. There we go. Alright. Just before I carry on there. That sounds alright for incidental music. Oop. Not give everyone an earache. So, Series 5 card, it's only Morgan. Return all your discarded and destroyed cards to hand with +3 power. Alright, Morgan, here you go. And we got some Iron Man boosters and armor boosters. Seasonal Series 4. That is Jennifer Kale and Nicholas Scratch. So we need 5k for each. We've got enough. It is pretty nice. So we got Nicholas first, 50 collector's tokens, woohoo! 15 Colossus boosters. Let's go again for Jennifer Kale. We've got Juggernaut and Mobius boosters. Yay. Alright, so I haven't done any planning for the latter two we've just done. But I'll half a lie. I've had a thought with Nicholas, but it's not like a deep thought. It was essentially Nicholas. He should, in theory, go in this deck. So I did leave space for him. Where would you be, sir? I didn't check your power. There he is, a 1-2. I think Nicholas Scratch could be good with Agamotto, assuming you've already got him. And obviously Merlin's going to be... I would assume Merlin's going to be decent. Where are you, Merlin? There we go. Alright, this is the build I want to start with, and we can have a little play around and see if something else fits. And then Morgan. I feel like Morgan's in an odd spot because she does seem a good card. It's a good ability. But it's very odd to work out where she'll go. I get the feeling she's one of these cards that day one there's going to be a very big negative reaction to her. But then after day one, will go up. Yeah, I mean, as far as the other two, the Series 4s... Sorry, I've got itchy nose. Great way to start. Let's just go by newest, because that's the way I like to filter. Am I at the bottom? I'm guessing I'm at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, Mum. How far down am I? Oh, that's a Mr. Negative variant, so it can't be that long, because I've not actually split negative. Here we go. And maybe they just release mech card alongside a good card, still have people still have people some to play with rather than an empty week. I think that could be it in a way. I mean, I think that even these Series 4 cards have got something about them. I mean, Jennifer Kale, I know the ability's fairly bland, but I do think it could be quite good with Infinity Ultron. I mean, I've got this Infinity Ultron deck here, and I might just slide her into it because it's the idea that turn 2 you can play that down, turn 3 you can play, Luna Snow. And if you don't pull Luna, then you activate Jennifer. But if you play Luna, then you can activate Jennifer later. I saw her, I actually thought, oh, you sneaky things, actually nerfing him. I know they said it was going to be a buff, but it's like, really? Really? You had to do it, did you? I actually did my little thing about just like the bits about myself, and one of the questions was, what is your favourite card? And I didn't really know how to answer that because I'm like, I like all the cards to a degree. I don't really have a card that I love. But I was like, go on, I'll put Infinity Ultron down just for the fact that it's like, you know, this guy gets no love. I'll show a bit of love to it. Right, I knew there was one thing I was forgetting. It's this. Alliance rewards. What variant are we getting? 400 credits. Ooh. Okay, so Elektra's Elektra. She's trash, but that is a very nice variant. Like, if I was to play Elektra, that actually goes to the top of my variant pile now.
Mastery.
And that's just the season pass. That's the order. All right. Maybe you think I'm thirsty. Like, that's the one I've had before, and I wish Elektra was playable because that's been a great variant, but I've never picked the card up, so it's like, huh? But genuinely, that goes straight onto the custom card because it's like, that is just dope. Let's have a look at that because I've not actually seen that one. Oh, it's not on the list, is it? I forgot that we'd had a new album come out. Here we go. Yeah, that's all right. I mean, the way I see it, Torture's got so many decent variants. It's like, I completely get that. Why it's a good one. But it's like, there are so many other good ones as well. He's got a very tough selection process. Like, that one there for me, I changed that just because I was a little bit bored of seeing the Midnight Suns one. But, yeah. Alright, let's just pick some bounties and we'll get cracking. Yeah, the disco stuff, it doesn't really appeal to me, but hey, if I'd have pulled it, I wouldn't have been complaining.
Legendary.
Alright, bots aplenty, please. We would like to get bots. Make this climb nice and straightforward. We'll start with Merlin. Merlin and Scratch. AVBRV. Alright, well, we got them. Scratch and Merlin. After you play next card, give +2 power, so I don't think we need that yet. Let's just play Scratch down straight away. Sunspot. Okay. Thunderbolt's Tower. Hey, I R7'd that bar before he got an Omicron, so I'm not one to tell you what to do. Alright, so what do we get from Merlin? We got Once and Future and Mystique. Not sure I like that yet. So I think we just do that. And that. Just to keep our hand a little bit smaller. Ooh, we read that right. Yeah, I kind of wanted to use the Changa rather than exchange it, but totally respect where you're coming from. Now, that's kind of why I was thinking, can we do something with Ham? See, that's all a bit awkward, isn't it? But saying that, I like the idea of draining twice. Go on, we'll do that. That's 13 enter, yeah. Okay, we hit our Evo, not a great change. Ooh, we benefit there, though. Oh! I didn't know you could get the incantations repeatedly. I thought you just got them once and it was done. Oh, man. Okay, that really spices things up. So, let's do that. I don't know, I just assumed. I thought they're not going to give us repeat cards or repeat skills. Alright, well, let's do that as well. Let's get a 3 cost. Oh, it's 1 more. I thought it was 2 more. Is it that goes 2 more? No. Yeah, they were going bold with that. Oh, we got Victoria Hand. That's not bad. Oh. Okay, that was wild. Okay. What's this do again? Shuffle your lowest power card here. I say let's do that and let's do that. Saying that, do we want to do that? Is there any benefit to that? No, we don't want the plus energy. I'm trying to think what their Hulk could be. Do we just try and outpower him in the mid? I think we just... No, we got... No, oh, right. Oh.
Victory.
Oh man, I got excited there, but I didn't even know what we were going to do in the end, because if they've got a Hulk in that last card, I know it's unlikely, but you never know. That would have been 12, so that would have been bang on 16. And I would have overloaded it, so it would have gone to 14. So I did have to play mid. At least if I was doing Dark Orc, maybe there would have been a line where we could have done Pig. I mean, this guy's probably gone now, but I will fist bump, but... That was wild. I genuinely didn't know what to do there. Alright, Merlin's gone up in my estimation already, just for the fact that... Again, I know what you said there, as far as why did you think it wouldn't be like that? But I honestly thought it was like, alright, you've got 3 skills, we hand them out, and then Merlin's job's done. So, the fact that you can get any one of those 3 randomly throughout the rest of the game is wild to me. Alright, Spider-Ham? All right, no scratching for you.
Taking aim.
Go on, I'll scratch. Let's cast. Ooh, Marvel Boy. With the cards we kind of had seen, I thought we were looking at more bounce. Yeah, we'll do that.
Hey man, I'm cool.
Okay, Hyera, Hood. You can only assume they're going to try and do something with Merlin on that. So we just Darkhawk, and then final turn we can do Nico Prodigy at worst. I don't see any benefit to playing Merlin. Well, actually, power, doy. I'm forgetting it's a power game. Alright, let's do it. I mean, 10 power, it isn't a lot. Woo!
Victory.
Okay, we're doing alright. I like how they've put the discard mission in there. I really need to get cooking for the weekend. Need to find something I feel comfortable with. That feels like a fair trade. You know, Nicholas just hiding in there. We can Merlin here. You know me, I don't really like Arisham. It was a very awkward experience when I was trying to do the bounty with Arisham. Alright, once in future. We got priority, so I figure let's do that. I'm guessing they're going to negative or Doom 2099. Storm.
Wind, aid my hand.
This isn't Cerebro 2, is it? Yeah, I'm just surprised someone will place C2 still. Oh, I've wrecked it as well. I mean, I'm not in a great position with it, but I feel like I'm better off than they are right now. I haven't got a way of countering Luke Cage. That's a problem. Gorgon. Oh, okay.
Victory.
That weird thing where you're still getting the hang of the cards. You don't want Snap too readily, you know what I mean? But situations like that, I need to sort of back myself a bit and say, you know what? Nah. I need to come up with a better deck name. I say a better deck name, a deck name. Why am I Mr. Pink? I honestly don't know. I've not asked anyone. Ooh, Death's Domain. That's quite tasty with that.
Opponent snapped.
Alright, I'm not snapping yet, but we'll see. Depends on, I want to see what they're playing. You got Merlin, okay. So we cast into Jotunheim, and then Grandmaster cast into Death's Domain. Yeah, Merlin's got wrapped there as well. That's potentially helpful. It all depends if they got the location changer, which they haven't. They've got a skill, haven't they?
Oh, snap. Victory.
Alright. It was 2. Got 1, 2 there, so let's just take them up to uncommon. Not you. Where are you? There we are. Now that would be demoralizing, it's got to be said. Okay, I'll take 100. I mean, I'll agree. This is where you do need to just get comfortable with the card, know when to snap. I mean, I wasn't really even looking at the locations then either. Ooh. Sorry, first time I've seen Sam for a bit. I feel like the nerfs to the shields had an impact. Not like taking it away, but I'm not seeing it as commonly as I was. Ooh. There's a good chance they've got Reality Stone. Let's do that. There's more cards to drain, so cast gets better value. The downside is, unless that's nowhere, they could Shang it or Shadow King it. Eternal's Arc. Okay. Danger Room. That should impact the stones a bit. Well, we haven't pulled the skill yet, so that Red Guardian was kind of a waste. I don't know how much more power they're going to put in here, but I'm figuring, let's do this. Wow, I mean, I know it's a Thanos step, but they've gone tech heavy. can't have much more. Shang-Chi? If it is Shang, can Danger Room at least destroy Shang? You know, that would be kind of leveling up, if you know what I mean. Wiccan. Time Stone. Alright. So, unless they've got a way of powering those lanes up, we've won, surely.
Victory.
Yeah. All the attack and they didn't pull Shang or Shadow King, so that won us. I will take it. Alright, win with snaps. We're getting there. We're getting there. Just before I carry on, there is a slice I've been wanting to do. Trying to get rid of this split. Alright, so we just need 50 more credits. If we can play a 6 cost, we do it, but we haven't got a 6 cost in our deck right now. We could do that, just to try and get it. I know it means I'm flip-flopping around decks, but give this a go. See what Morgan's like.
Destiny will arrive.
Okay. So we get Hood, Morgan, and Killmonger. We do Surge, Killmonger as things stand. Okay, we'll do Hood, Surge, Venom. Kind of a bummer to get negative power on Venom. Maybe instead then we just do this. Because Morgan can still bring back the Power Stone. Oh!
Wakanda forever.
Holy Arisham. A turn 3 Black Panther, that's something. Has it been pinging? Let me balance it. I don't know why it hasn't been turning on. There we go. I don't believe that. Please tell me that was that was Irish from one take, yeah. I was gonna say that'd be incredibly tilting if not. Alright, so plus side we got 0 cost stones. I'm almost tempted to play Venom there, even though it means Thanos is a little bit weak. Yeah, I think we do it. One power shy. It does mean that we can't really play... We can't play Thanos. Maybe we do that though? Sure, that's not enough though, so maybe we do that. That draws the level, the left level, just on the off chance we can force a tie. Yeah. Five and 6. We win by 1 point.
Victory.
That's not bad again. I mean, obviously Surge played a part there. And I feel like Morgan did actually play a good part there in terms of bringing the stones back for us to destroy him again. So, some good things there. I think I prefer Misery than Venom in that scenario, but hey, we still got 2 cubes. Alright. I won't get rid of this green raise card, so we're doing it. I found it incredibly irritating. Not the raise, but it was just the fact that I had 3 green rays in a deck. Alright. Foil and Rainbow Glimmer. Oh, I know I can use the custom card. I've been trying to just get different splits. So, like, that is my custom card there. Like there, I've got the... Oh, I told you about this the other day, the Penny Arcade one. But I've been trying to, like, get different splits, so... I managed to get rid of the green rays. And it did get me the gold finish. Alright, I'm going back to Merlin. I know we only did 1 game with that deck, but I was just trying to get that 6 cost done. We'll stick with Merlin for a bit. For some reason, my, like, window resizes aren't showing up. Okay, let's get Merlin on the board. Just see how he works with other Jedi. That'd be the way I'd be doing it. I think that's fine. I'm guessing this is a bot, by the way. Just want to see another card before I commit. Okay, it's possible it's a hand-sized deck. That collection level's feasible. Oh, hang on, I don't want that. Let's do that. You see, this is where I can see an issue with Merlin, that potentially you do have a very full hand, but you've got to be able to dump fast. Similar, but not the same. A lot of the bots I've faced have been the same. Okay. That strikes me as a real player, because I don't think a bot would Silver Surfer turn 4. Oh, okay. It's 6 power. We didn't need those cards. You know, I didn't realize that. I didn't think he would keep... Oh, it's Krakoa. Right, that makes more sense. I was going to say, surely he doesn't keep adding power up like an ongoing. Well... surely that. Um... Go on, I'll buy into that. I was thinking maybe a iron art? But go on, I'll go with that theory. Or that line of thinking. Ooh, Captain Carter. Luke. Oh, is this toxic? Or not?
Victory.
I'm fist bumping, but Okoye does give off bot vibes, but let me just check the collection levels. 22096. Oh, we got a fist bump back. I think that's genuine. Yeah, I'm 24, so that's a bit ahead of me. Sorry, a bit behind me, I should say. Yeah, I think Brood could have been touched by an iron art, and that did used to go into toxic surfer decks, but yeah, that whole build's changed now. Let's do that. Yeah, I think that might be it. He essentially didn't think I was going to change it again. Ooh, okay. Rocket got lucky. What are we hitting? Punisher. Now that feels like a bot.
Oh, snap.
Not only reading my lane correctly with a rocket, but also the collection level seems very similar. Bit of a weird play, but I like the idea of getting another Nico. Oh. Bravissimo, bot. Bravissimo. Oh yeah, that does make sense. I was underthinking that, I think. Right, we'll go there. Make a red. Wow. Spicy. Yeah, that's a bot snap. I don't like that, I'll be honest. This feels like a cheating bot that kind of knows what it needs to do to win. Well, that feels like a massive step to get in there, considering they've got to play 10 power in the middle without having a 4-5 or a 6. Whereas myself, all I need to do is somehow fill this lane. The trouble the Grandmaster's going to rob me a bit. I feel like I might need to play one there. And then I can go like that. That's 8 and 9. So 17 power, that goes up to 25. So they would need to play a 9 power card. Or cards with 9 power. We should be fine.
Victory.
That's the first time I've ever played 3 Grandmasters in a game. Sorry, 4 Grandmasters in a game. Let alone 1. Alright, granted it was a bot, but still, I think that bot was really trying to win. I don't think that was a I'm throwing it bot. Elle Rose. Alright, collection level smaller than mine. We'll play Scratch. Sacred Timeline was interesting. We can do Merlin. Goliath. Omniversal Presence. A bit of me doesn't want to get rid of that. So I think I just Cassandra Nova right now. And I do like the Grandmaster for next turn. So I feel like we've got a good snapping line as it is. Oh, they apparently didn't feel comfortable. Alright, Sacred Timeline again, so we will Korg.
Hey, I found a rock.
Yay, I found a rock. White Palace gives them my rock slide, I get Wong. Kinda like the Nico Destroy effect, but I think for now we'll just play Gorgon. Another Jotunheim. Wow, they're really trying to give us this location. Okay. We're going Cassandra Nova. Alright, fair enough. You've taken away my Gorgon. Well done. With that in mind, I'm going to do Grandmaster. Nico Ham. I did forget about filling my hand there.
I found a rock.
Okay, 3-0 Mystique. We like that. They've already played Rogue, so a bit of me thinks let's just play Dark Orc. Okay, they're magic. This Toxic Surfer. I so wish I got Merlin on the board. I could have done the location changer. You know what? I am going to do that. I'm just going to flood you with more rocks. I mean, it's extra costed, but why not? I haven't got skills, so scratch is not worth it. I don't really feel the need to put Wong down. And plus 7 power there could be handy if they've got a Shang.
Hey, man, I'm cook.
Hello, Sui. How you doing? Okay, I'm getting a bunch of rocks. And Sage. Okay. Okay, they must have got something, something chunky. It's alright, sweet, don't worry. Here we go. That's our 10 wins, so we can start collecting all these goodies. 200 credits. We got 40 cable boosters, another 250 credits. Mephisto's backup dancer. 400 credits. This is the bit that Snappy's excited about, I suspect. Oh. We'll take a chibi Hydra Stomper.
Mastery.
500 credits. All right. Now check, is that... I wasn't sure if that was Rian or not. I didn't think it'd be Rian because she's got a very distinctive style, but it did make me wonder. I posted a pixel yesterday, didn't I? Can't remember what it was for off the top of my head. I'll see it in a second. That was it, White Queen. Pixel White Queen.
Frame break. Frame break.
Ooh, I'm due another 3,000. Alright, so that's this entire debt now at infinity, isn't it? So I wouldn't mind touching up a few of these. Namely things like anti-venom that haven't got splits yet. Yeah, don't touch that variant. I think it's nice. Yeah, maybe go for that one. That's kind of bland. Maybe the sports one. Yeah, go for the sports. I think that's got something worth changing. And we can do... Yeah, let's try Savage Land, get rid of the red rays. Oh, okay. So you got CLS today, sweet. Very good. You're grinding C3PO now. Yeah, that isn't an easy one, but the Ewoks now at least aren't that difficult either. Right. What shall we do first? Like I say, I think anti-venom's kind of up on the list. Although I haven't got boosters. So maybe just, well, maybe we are just going to go for here for now.
Animated frame.
Hey, we got him. $800 credits still as well, so that's not too bad. And let's do Laufey. Yeah, if you haven't got them built, obviously it's going to take you time, but you'll get there. Like everything with Galaxy of Heroes, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Alright, I'm feeling a bit better there. I wouldn't say whining in my case, but I did mention that we're not making progress towards what the Cal mission and the BKM mission. And I noticed that there wasn't a lot of replies to it, but the one that I did get was essentially, I'm trying, but I'm also doing this. And I'm like, I know, like, that's me. I'm working on Lil Vader, but I'm also working on the raid stuff, you know, like the clones, the Bad Batch. It's like, we've all got projects. It will be difficult with if you're farming with no prior investment for prof. It's going to be a hard farm. Yeah, that is the team. A good team to go for. I don't know what this third location is going to be, but I'm going to play Merlin there because I don't want cloning and I don't want to place it in Nidavellir, just in case he gains power and gets shanged. Comic. Okay, that could be alright. Yeah, we got a few who've gone for BKM. You see, I won't get rid of that, but I'm thinking let's just Cassandra Nova. I'm going to have a very full hand here. All right, let's just get this right. So, Spider-Ham, Omniversal Presence. Nico Minoru. Polymorph. I don't know if that's going to do what I want it to do. Cosmo's been smacked. Ooh. That's interesting. Not exactly what I want, but interesting. Alright, so we've got 7 energy. I think we gotta replace that location. It's going to get hazardous. Let's do that. Those Thenas are going to go up. Not as chonky. Thena. Sage. I am very much wishing right now that I got Shadow King. This is probably not going to do it. Oh, 1 point. 1 point.
Victory.
Man, oh man. This is called Marvel Snap. It's essentially a online card game. Maths is hard, yes. It certainly makes me doubt myself a lot. Yeah, it's a mobile game to begin with. It's just got a very well-designed PC version. I say very well-designed. Some people may disagree there, but I come from the days of BlueStacks on Swago, so it doesn't take much to impress me. All right, no surfer for you. I'm snapping. Let's just double down with the Gorgon. Mark Chavez. This feels like a Binks book. I feel like Binks is always doing surfer stuff. Sorry, not surfer stuff, Chavez stuff. I'm probably making that up, but it just feels like something Binks does. Yeah, let's play them. I'm going to lose cast value, but we're going to add a card in.
I found a rock.
Alright, that's poo-poo. Right, I was hoping we could just, out of all of the locations in the game, pull Isle of Silence. That would have been good.
Hey, I found a rock.
I snapped, but I think I need to retreat. I am not seeing a winning line here. I'd rather retreat now before they snap for 8. I am annoyed though because I've been on a great run with this deck.
Escape.
Just before that registered, we were 10-0. 10 wins in a row. That is brilliant for me. And I know we had 1 bot, for maybe 2 bots, was it? But yeah, I'm just gutted. Let me just see. Match history. I think we've had 1 definitive bot. Lost because, thank you for the follow. Hello there. I need to get my alert set up, apparently. Oh, that might explain it. Here we go. Turn that on. I wonder why they weren't popping up. Alright, let's go Organ, and I won't mind just checking their collection. 24388, that feels like my level. It might make sense. I mean, we don't know too much about what they're aiming for, but we've got a tank, so it would make sense if Depper was support and his name, Mace, would be the attacker. If we're talking about 3v3.
Oh, snap.
Ooh. We've got Craven and Kingpin. Oh, I'm so scared. Alright, let's just plop the Hawk down. Oh, that Craven's just got bigger. Ooh.
Who will the winds bring?
Alright, so if they got Shang-Chi there, that could hurt. I'm not going to deny that one, but honestly, I could even try that. Actually, saying that, well, it'd be +3, so that's 9, +5 is 14. And it would be buffed by Craven, so no, we're not going to do that. We're just going to do Mystique and... Oh, I don't really like the Grandmaster there. Kind of annoying. Do we just do Mystique? Yeah, just do Mystique. Well, this is the thing. The bots sometimes need to be bullied. It's the only way they'll learn.
Victory.
That's 2 definitive bots we've had. And if this is keeping track, I'm now 11-1 with the deck. So call that 9-1 with bots. And we're plus 23 cubes, I think. Oh no, sorry, 25 cubes. Oi, oi, oi. What a card pull. Alright, scratch. Oh, Thanos. Oh, if you put on Autumn, I'm not too surprised. Only because I can believe the AI is a bit dumb. Still surprising in a way, but I'm not too surprised because I try not to trust the AI. Might stand a better chance with the maxed out Raycron. Alright, what are we pulling? We get Omniversal Presence. Oh, this feels absolutely filthy. We're going to play our own so they don't think that we've got 2. But then we can play Omniversal Presence and the other Cassandra Nova in another lane so it doesn't move. Yeah, we're going to.
Oh, snap. Opponent snapped.
Now, I'm a little worried, only because, you know, it's Thanos. I feel like you respect Thanos, but I feel like we've got a strong position here. Oh! Not what I was expecting there. What have they played? Alright, that's a bit of a concern in case they've got Spectrum. I think that would then move Grandmaster because it would transform Grandmaster because that should be the lowest power at that point. Assuming Scratch gains the +1 first. Hopefully that disrupts the stones. We're just moving that to put more power there. Makari's very lame. I'm not comfortable here. I am so worried about a Spectrum. If I can add 10, but I can't. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't add 10. Unless I were to high roll from the polymorph. But surely then I'm gambling. Do I gamble for 8? That's the big question here. Oh. It could have worked the other way around. Yeah. I knew it was the Spectrum. I knew that was coming. Yeah. Do your Deadpool and your Thanos. But honestly, that is so irritating. If I'd have done it the other way around, I would have been fine. Yeah. That would have been a draw in that lane. Yeah. Would it have been a draw? I think it would have been, wouldn't it? Oh yeah, I knew they got Spectrum. I wasn't doubting it. It was more, could I actually outpower it? I mean, you never know. You could pull Obsidian. You know, for a 410, that was worth a risk. But you are certainly playing the odds. And even then, I'm thinking, sure, it wasn't a win for sure, but you think it did have potential. I mean, if I could have got a 410 Rock Slide out of that, you know, that wasn't terrible. I don't think it was enough, but it was there. If it wasn't for, like, this new card, I think I would have retreated there, but it's just that temptation of, ooh, shall we see? Alright, so Merlin, we can play. They've lost Morgan. Alright, that could be handy if we can transform a raptor. Oh, they're doing deck and discard with Merlin. Alright, they're cooking. Alright. Let's play Omniversal Presence here just to get rid of that. We're going to play that, and we're going to play that. New York, that's interesting. Lasher is eh. And they wanted 3 Merlins. Okay, so their hand is going to get chonky. Almost makes me wish I kept the Ronin in my deck. I don't mind that.
Oh, snap.
The shard's costing 2, so they haven't got an easy way of discarding it. Unless they disable Gorgon. Also, this could be very bad back-to-back losses if I'm not careful. Alright, we've got a Typhoid. A Typhoid with drunk numbering. Okay, so discard a shard. They get Prio. Oh, have they got Prio? No, I have. Polymorph. Look at that numbering. Typhoid, go home, you're drunk. It's almost tempting just to activate the Lasher as it... Well, just activate Lasher. I honestly don't know what Raptor will do here, but I figure we can turn it into a 2-cost, see what happens. Ooh, 2/6. That was pretty decent.
Victory.
I mean, I respect the Akamoto. I went really big on Dark Hawk, and I high rolled the hell out of that. I mean, am I wrong in thinking the only... Actually, there isn't a 2/7 in the game, is there? You've got Maximus. Is it Maximus at 2/6? Are you talking about Akamoto there? Yeah, there's a 10th and higher than 2/6. So that wasn't actually bad. You know, I got the highest card I possibly could have. It secured the lane. I wouldn't say it didn't do anything. That's what I'm looking at it anyway. It might not have actually, you know, been like, say, a point difference, but it secured the lane. If they had played there, I would have had to challenge it, wouldn't I? Yeah, let's go. You know, you turning a Raptor into something. You hope you're getting a 2/6, not a 2/1 with a bad effect. Okay, Spider-Ham. Storm, bye-bye. Eco, so you're playing C2, aren't you? Merlin. Got to be aware of echo blindness. Once in future, shuffle your lowest power card here. That is not ongoing, is it? No. Alright. We'll do that. Just guys in my head, I'm thinking, do not play ongoing mid. Alright, so if that's... I can only assume they did that deliberately. Otherwise, that is a wild play. Okay. I mean, honestly, I'm looking at that and thinking I'm glad they retreated, but it's only because I couldn't really map out where I was going next. That echo was really fogging me. Like, I wanted to play Gorgon, even though Gorgon wasn't really going to do anything. It's just, I kind of wanted to get the card down, but that thing of do I play it in the echo lane and just lose the ability? I go back to it, it's making me blind. I'd also got Vormir playing on my mind as well. Very odd game. Okay, Ham. Right, currently 13-2 on this deck. 86.7% win rate. We're up 26 cubes. That's despite losing that 8 cuber. Ooh, that could be a good hit. Yeah, I'll take it in a bounce target. I know they've got probably got Toxin as well, but I'm thinking that's one of your bouncers gone. Fast. Nico. Rock and Vibranium. Polymorph. Alright, we are going cast. And then we can polymorph over there. Although it wouldn't be against another polymorph. Okay, there's the Toxin. We knew it was coming. And Vibranium. Okay, so they got the extra energy. That's fine. We've drained their deck a bit, so I'm okay with that. I like holding on to this to get rid of Limbo. We've got a lot of cards we can play with here. Actually, let's do that and that. Bishop, Bass, Nico. Cable pulls Mysterio. Okay. Once in future, shuffle the lowest to get 2 extra energy. We're going to do that there to get rid of Nico. Oh, that's a very funny turn, isn't it? Do we do that instead? I think we do. We just play the Hawk. I'm just aware that I really want to end the game on turn 6 if I can. Alright, that whiffed. Okay. Full hand. Okay, hang on, hang on. 1, 2. 3, 4. Or do we do that? Just... Oh, hang on, that doesn't give energy, does it? Omniversal Presence does, though. That's combined +4 in the mid. On top of the rock. I don't know if it's enough, but I think we try it. Plus, Scratch is getting a bit on the left. Feels a bit rough going in for 4 on this. Oh, they haven't played a lot. Hopefully that's good, because it means they haven't hit monkeyed.
Hey man, I'm cool.
We got it. I think. Yeah, we got it. I think they were just a bit complacent there on the limbo. Alright. Yeah, and I know it's very early days, but I am bleeding chuffed with how this is performing so far. Alright, cool.
I found a rock.
I didn't particularly want to play Nico there, but I'm thinking we'll just tempo it in. Oh, Gambit. Alright, I mean, what can I say? Swinging a hit. What does that do? Move. So we don't really want to do that. Honestly, I'm actually just going to retreat on that. Again, I don't really want retreat because the win rate I've been getting has been pretty good. But I'm also like, you know what? That was a bad position to be in on turn 4. At least with my hand. If Cass was down, I probably could have carried on. But without Cass, it was very difficult. Okay, so Black Vortex. Do we do this? Oh. All right. If you've got Gambit, I mean, again, if you've got Gambit, power to you.
Hey, I found a rock.
Okay, they didn't want to discard the swarms. That's interesting. I know that they got the Scorn in hand, but you would have thought they'd still want one swarm in hand. Is the bot? No. Alright, I'm going to Cass because even though Merlin's good, I don't really want to waste Cass. And now we can do that. Okay, the rock's fine. Just adds another card to the deck. I don't know if I'm ordering this well, but let's see. Alright, that's interesting. Two Scorns is alright. Got less power than what the actual Scorn. Actually, no, it's the same power as their Scorn, so we got 2 of them. Still low end power, but we can probably. All right, now I'm doubting myself. I don't know if this works. Oh, okay. They're relying on Drac winning? Oh, Gambit. Go mid. That's fine. That is not. Yeah, that is unlucky. It hit the scorn, so it obviously came back with 6. Had it gone for any of those, except for Prodigy, probably, we might have been alright. What did the Drac hit as well? Plus 10. Oh, it was the scorn, wasn't it? They got a scorn in the hand, and that was 10. That makes more sense. Bit of a lucky one, that. I mean, I'd like to think Dark Orc would have won that very cleanly. It's just we didn't pull it. Okay. Play 5s. And win location with 4, why not?
Epic.
Oh, okay. Not My Dance is playing a Galactus deck. That's cool. Blitz Tomato achieved rank 100. Just wrong timeline. Okay, Prodigy discarded. We get to Korg, and that is nice to see. Spectrum discarded. Let's Korg. We're going to say do it again now, Snappy.
Hey, you found a rock.
That's to be said, though, that the whole reason we know that Sanctum Showdown's return is because of guest gaming. Or at least, to my knowledge, that's how we know, unless something's been said to contradict that. And I'm thinking, he made a good point that if we've got the high voltage boost mode, whatever they're calling it, and then we've also got Sanctum Showdown following it up or preceding it or whatever, it's going to be jam-packed trying to get things done. I need to pet play Ham. Okay, so Nico gives us another Grandmaster. They've lost Prodigy. And they're doubling up on Fantastic. Fun times.
Opponent snapped.
I'm not snapping back, I'm not. confident here, but they did lose Spectrum, so they haven't got the board-wide power at the end. Surely you don't run a Shang-Chi in this deck. Saying that. Yeah, for some reason they didn't play Moonstone. I can't say I got that. That was odd.
Victory.
They're a player. I mean, maybe they were just that confident that that would secure the lane, but I had a slot open. I had 2 slots open, so I can't say I know why they thought that was enough. And they hadn't challenged this lane. Very odd move. Like, playing Iron Man on its own turn 6, that's very botty, but the deck didn't look botty. All right. Yeah, I kind of want to destroy, but Gorgon's next, and I don't want to destroy Gorgon, but do this, I guess. I could do Nico Ham destroy. Bit of a shame that he got 3 power and then I destroy him. Alright, so that's Sam's useless. I was going to say that had to be Surge. It's the only reason you wouldn't play Sam. Spider Island's going to be a funny one to try and win because I've got no way of getting into there. And ooh, they do. Hopefully Strange Supreme nicks that squirrel on the left.
Hey man, I'm cool.
That's it. Thank you, Strange. Did what I asked him. Yeah, let's play Rock Slide. We are going to have to Darkhawk. Merlin would have been really nice here. They've got Merlin, great. Almost as if they heard me. And Warlock to boot as well. That's interesting. It only just occurred to me that Warlock is there and that's a thing. Right, we'll play the Hawk. We're not probably going to have priority on turn 6, but I don't know. Maybe we can find a way of winning left. If they play the location changer on Spider Island, then maybe I can win it via them changing it. Alright, so that wins the mid for us. Oh, it would have won the mid if they didn't do that. Now it's the threat of Shang-Chi. I don't like that. Because if I do this, I feel like Shang-Chi's inevitable. Or Enchantress. Or something to just wreck my Dark Orc. So I'll play Cass. Yep, there's Shang.
Power must be
I bloody
controlled.
knew it'd be Shang. You can bloody see it coming. And I know the argument is, well, why don't you treat? But genuinely, I thought, let's just see if we got lucky. It was 2 cubes. Frustrating, though. Alright. I don't normally play a deck for this long, so I could do a switching in a minute. If anything, just to give Morgan Le Fay a bit of time. Alright, we'll play Ham. This should be Thanos. Oh, it's Winter Watomb. Okay, so it's Agamotto rather than Thanos. Didn't check the number. We'll go Organ. I'm going to say we've got cards in the hand that aren't in the deck, or didn't start in the deck, so that'll make Merlin more expensive. I'm fine with that. Actually, let's do Rock Slide there. We are sacrificing energy, but it means we can potentially Grandmaster into Castle Blackstone. Will do. Will do. Gonna say, enjoy your night. Or the rest of your night. I'm assuming it's night where you are. Yeah, I'm debating if I do that now. I don't think I do. I think I go plus copy that.
Hey, you found a rock.
I mean, I have put a hell of a lot of rocks in their deck. And because of Merlin, it's stuffing their deck a bit. We'll play Merlin, we'll play Grandmaster. Just free this lane up a little bit. Plus, we should... Well, we're going to have something to do on turn 6 with whatever Merlin provides us, but... Ideally, we pull Dark Oak. That would then mean 5 and a 1. Anything less, it's a bit awkward. Hood. Please say that's Viper. Polymorph, okay, interesting. Alright, that was a waste of a Scorpion. That's a very chonky deck. Also, Boltac is a bit awkward, especially when you've got Castle Blackstone and Hope Summers. Ooh, but we've got Cassandra Nova. Okay, so it doesn't matter how much energy they've got. That left lane is still going to stop them playing full 5 and 6. The trouble is, they've got so many cards they can play now. And I've got no real way of challenging. I don't think this wins, but again, like I did last time, I think I'm just going to see out for 2. If this is the last game, I think it's 20 games total I will have played. I might be a little wrong though. 20 minutes total, I think, yeah. Alright, we beat the Hulk, but we don't beat that. Oh, no. I've just realized it's tied. Damn. Oh, 1 power. That's unlucky. Yeah, Merlin getting the 2 lost us that. I mean, again, I respect it. That's what card is, but... Oh, unlucky. Alright. We're still 1-8 Cuba away from rank 80, though, so that's something. Well, we're going to start destroying, so let's pick some destroy feats. But yeah, I think that ends 16 and 5, so I went 1 over. We did 21 matches, and it was a 70-something win rate, I think. I'm not even going to try and guess what it was. Alright, draw a card. We get the Mind Stone. Right. That will take us to 7 cards in hand, so I figure let's do that for now. Actually, no, let's just change the location, because we're going to bring it back with Morgan. Mojo World, that's fine. They've not gone beyond Vibranium, so interesting info. You see, if I play this, it's going to be a bit funny. So I think what we do, we just play Killmonger now. Eight cards in deck, so yeah. A little bit rough. And then we can do 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, let's do 3. Then we can space and Morgan next. Depending on the Surge card. Alright, Death is interesting. Yeah, I need to Morgan now. We get 3 cards back. Okay. Let's just Enchantress there. That should swing that power. Then play that. And that. Might not be enough, but let's see. Nah, it wasn't enough. Damn. Yeah, I think Enchantress alone wouldn't do it, but yeah, I'm just thinking if we'd have played Enchantress mid, we would have been fine, I think. Yeah, we would have been more than fine because Diamondback's impacting Surge. Oh, that one's a bit of a shame because I was thinking they would play right. So that's why I contested left so heavily. A little bit frustrating that. That feels like a hard loss when it wasn't unjustified.
Destiny will arrive.
All right, Nalek. Okay, so Space Stone. It's kind of tempting to just play into Murder World, but I would like to repeat the on reveals if we can. I think with that in mind, I might even destroy it or change it. Okay, Hood. Strange Supreme. I actually like this playline. We're going Fastos and then Misery. We'll discount the cards in deck and we'll draw 2 of them. And we've got Killmonger for after. Just to clean up their side. We haven't got Morgan, sadly. That would be nice. Got Lady Deathstrike. We won't win Asgard, but to be honest, we've got a full hand, so I'm not too worried about that.
Impressive.
Okay. That lane's lost in my eyes. We're not going to challenge it. 1, 2, 3. That should bring death down.
The throne.
Rest in peace.
Okay. I feel like I've got to be a bit risky and do that. 15 and 18. We just about squeezed that. I didn't feel confident enough to snap. I thought if they've got something big there, it could be awkward. Saying about discard there, and I'm thinking, I do want to keep playing this. I don't want to just abandon this build straight after starting it properly. I would like to try a few discard matches.
The universe shall be set right.
Coffee Prince, I love you. I might not in a minute, but I love your mantra. Why I enjoy recording in the afternoon, because I can just sit here with a cup of coffee, whereas right now I've got an empty Monster can and I've got a glass of water because it's like, okay, time to chill. All right, Fire High, you can go there. Merlin. Okay. By the way, I do love that border on the Shield and Sam. I think that's probably the best choice. We'll go Fastos. We haven't destroyed anything yet, so Morgan is kind of dud here. I really hope that Los Diablos destroys Machine World. We could always do Power Stone Killmonger. Okay, I respect the extra energy, but that is a choice. Okay, what we getting? They're on 6 energy now. And I think we just do this. Because it's going to draw some cards. Well, I say draw some cards, it should be 2 cards from Firehair. Plus the one from Soulstone, so it's 3 cards. Okay, so Surge. Mind Stone. Alright, cool. Silk and Sentry. I can only assume that they want to polymorph that. Feels wild to see that though. I've got priority, so I think I'm just going to do this. For no other reason than they wanted to change it, so they might end up changing their Silk into something they don't like. Oh, but saying that, do I do that? I think I do, because if they don't have the polymorph card, it will help them, I know. But I can't help but think if they have got the polymorph card, it will change it into a 5 cost. So there's a bit of me thinking it's probably worth it. But also the flip side is I haven't got Morgan down, so I think I do need to play Morgan. Let's do that. If they got polymorph, I'm going to regret this, I think. Oh, nowhere. That's very good for us. Okay, that's a waste. Ultrock. Once in future gets rid of Sentry. And that's nothing. All right. We played it right, but it was a little dicey. Okay, so what are we doing? That was 0, wasn't it? Yeah. I think we played that there and that there. That was 0, so we can't play like Space Stone for 5. Let's try it. I genuinely don't know how this will play, but I'm hoping the raw power of 14 is enough against that Void. Okay, they've annihilated the Void, fair enough. Alright, Coffee Prince, GG's. That was an interesting game, because especially when Nowhere pops in, you're thinking, right, all we need to do is overpower it. Annihilus was the end game, I respect that. I do appreciate the Kook. I think there's some interesting stuff going on there, but I think maybe it's a little overcomplicated in terms of trying to do a move package with Merlin and Sentry. That's like a lot going on. But I will hold my hands up, it threw me when I first saw it. You know, my first instinct was, is this Arisham? Patron.
Universe
That's like a bot name, that, but yeah, I think it'd be a bit ballsy if they gave a bot a portrait like that. Okay, world share. I mean, I'll play the Soulstone because we could do a drawing, but I'm also very wary because I could end up taking up room. Killmonger's kind of a relief. Oh, okay. Mind Stone. We'll play Surge. I think we do Fastos this turn. If they've got Green Goblin, GG's. Okay. That's fine. I only destroy one aside, but that's fine. Misery would be nice here. We don't pull it. Alright, we will play Lady Deathstrike. Soulstone. And Cosmo. I mean, that's 16 power. Yeah, I don't think either of us were equipped for that game. You know, I don't think you take a Thanos deck into a Galactus match. Alright, we're up against Bozo.
Destiny will arrive.
Who's this Bozo? Rank 88 max. Interesting. Well, they can see my deck size, so I might as well play Time Stone. So we draw 2. And we've still got Killmonger in hand. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. I do love that variant, by the way. I wish it'd been part of the season pass. Okay. I like the idea of doing Fire Hair, Space Stone, Demon. I'm not even sure if I'm going to destroy a non-reveal, but I just like the idea of having Fire Hair somewhere. Okay, Morgan. We can do that, we can do that. That should really jam the lane up. Actually, saying that, let's not jam the lane up. I don't know why I said that. Let's play Morgan right, because Thanos can slip in left. Sorry, it can slip in via the Space Stone. Right, that fills a hand. Bit unfortunate. Alright, so that does lose us the lane. Alright. I mean, well played on their part as far as actually predicting that could happen. Ooh, saying that, they can't play in there with Werewolf now, so... but they can actually buff it with King Eitree's draw of the hammer. The bummer. I was really liking that line. Nine would... Is it +2? Yeah, +2. That goes up to 11, 15 power there. So 1, 2. 3, 4. Something tells me that isn't enough, but I won't give it a crack. There's the hammer. Frigga copies the hammer. That moves the werewolf back over. Yeah. That's gotta be enough. I was accounting for one move. I forgot there could be multiple. Yeah. Been that long since I've seen Werewolf. I think last time I saw him, it was something like December 2023 or something. He's gone through that many nerfs. It's, well, nerfs and buffs. It's unreal. Right. My stats are very slow to update tonight.
Destiny will arrive.
We're up against Barad's. Barad's 20. Alright, we can get an early time stone. I do think that was an effective nerf, by the way, because I know when I've been playing... I didn't play Thanos during the Thanos meta, if you like. But when I've been just playing it in a little bit of prep for this in the last day or so, the time stone not drawing has felt bad. Now, there might be Thanos players out there who are going, it doesn't really affect me. But for someone like myself who doesn't really play it that much, yeah, I kind of felt it. This feels so weird, but we're going to do it. Yeah, this is going to become a very big Dakin. The whole idea is we're going to re-proc Valley of the Hand. Hopefully, the Reality Stone isn't the first one to come out. I wish I got a way of stopping that. I think we just play Thanos. There's going to be some big destruction going on here. Yeah, it'd be safe to say that came out the wrong way. Is that it? Retreat. That was quite literally the worst possible line in terms of, you know, they got double dake and I'm trying to get something to happen in the middle and it's like, nah. I probably overcooked there in terms of I was trying to make something happen that wouldn't happen, but still it's like, alright, it was a bit of fun trying. Yeah, this on tap show me at the moment, just nothing. That's been keeping up and then it's just decided out of nowhere, nah, we're not showing you.
Destiny will arrive.
Up against child. Do not emote. I'll try to remember. Space Stone. Alright, you're destroying, I'm destroying. Hopefully that means we're going to get a very nice death at the end of it. Okay, that's interesting, Genosha. Well, Fastos, and then Fastos, and then we can do Hood Venom. Assuming we don't get Misery. From a curve issue, I think this is where Morgan struggles, because you kind of want a Misery, but you also want a Morgan. We haven't got Morgan yet, so I don't want Waste Surge, so we do that instead. We're gonna have a full hand anyway. Draw.
Impressive.
Fastos will discount. Or discount or buff. There's the second demon. Nico, change location with Venom.
Rest in peace. Impressive.
The Nexus. Oh, okay. That's a bit of a tricky one. I feel like I'm spreading out here, but I'm not sure if it's the wisest call. Yeah, you've got your Morgan off, I haven't. But I'll try and buff up whatever comes out by 12. And we're also going to add 2 to it twice. Priority is not what we want, though. Well, I'm saying that we didn't destroy it twice. I've just realised it's highest cost, not highest power. Okay. Okay, now that's nice in theory. But practically it's like... Ooh. We'll do that. And we'll just get eaten alive by Null. Alright, wasn't Null. That went down in power quick. Deathlock. One cost? Oh. Yeah. GG's. I respect it. It was the priority that wrapped me there. I would have won without priority. Alright. I mean, again, this I know I'm saying it between every round, but it's where I'm getting irritated by this lack of deck stats, because it's not feeling good, this, compared to the Merlin deck. Granted, I haven't pulled Morgan off as much as I'd like. Reality Stone. Just get rid of the randomness there. We know what we're dealing with. Daily Bugle will take that. They get an idea of what we've got, vice versa. Yondu banishes Mind Stone. Not ideal. But that also makes me think this is a bot. So, snap. Just occurred to me, Angel sometimes makes stacks like this, but Yondu would not be with Destroy now. So, yeah, let's do what we play. 1, 2. Neither would America Chavez be in this deck. Or this kind of deck. That feels very, very sneaky. I'm going to play that, and I'm going to play that. We're going Misery. Yeah. Yeah, go on with Misery. I was hoping we could do another like slow down if you like, but might as well just play it out. So we get a Demon. Discount Thanos again. Angel joins the lane. I feel like I might be being a little bit silly here, but I don't want to gain priority. I might be going the wrong way about it, though. Because they probably fell left. Yeah, they did. Right, I might have to go downstairs in a second. Right, they got Death. Yeah, that should be enough to win the lane. That takes us to 20. Wave. Bucky. Carnage, yeah. We're fine. Bit of a weird whack around that though. Like, granted it was bot, but weird. Suppose that's how bot games are, aren't they? Alright, so I just need to go and shut my back door, otherwise my dog's going to bark the neighborhood down, so be right back folks. I will run an ad just while we got the time. Hello again. Hello again to you on YouTube anyway. If you're on Twitch, you're still waiting for me. Hey, we've got the stats. Not looking promising. Nine games played, 5 wins, 4 losses. Yeah, definitely a case the Merlin deck's been better for me tonight. I had to remind myself you haven't got 1200 gold. Alright, we'll keep going for a bit. Because I am hoping that something will come with Morgan. But I may need to... I'll tell you what, right? Scratch that. We're going to do one game with this deck, just to round it out to 10. See if we can go 6 and 4 rather than 5, 5. And then I want to see if we can do something with discard. Alright, so Quicksilver. I haven't seen Quicksilver in a hot minute. Okay, so Soulstone draws Misery. That's interesting. Domino. Okay, if I haven't seen Quicksilver in a hot minute, I haven't seen Domino in a hot year. Reality Stone and Hood. Esme Cuckoo. 3/4. So she's creating a 3/4. Ooh, okay. Interesting. We'll do that. We haven't drawn Morgan Le Fay, but we've going to get 1, 2 draws here. Morgan. All right, we'll do that. Actually, we'll do that, and we'll do that. Gonna be one hell of a big target over there, sadly. Hazmat. All right, I was not thinking that was on the bingo sheet for today. Luke Cage, okay. Alright, that's kind of wild. Worst bit is I feel I need to play that. I need to get the Luke Cage off the board. So I think we try and play for a 10 power Soulstone. It just means we have to give up the right. Plus, if they have got Shang-Chi, the left is a loss anyway. But I feel like I've got to at least try and bring down that... Hang on. No, I was debating then, could I get rid of Luke via Enchantress, but that's really too late now. 2 cubes, let's see what happens. Ooh, okay. Not what I wanted. Oh, and they've got a double Luke. Oh, that's... That's unfortunate.
Impressive.
What's that though? Do I still win? Hey! Honestly, that threw me. I was like, another Luke? But that was the Esme card. Alright. I think it's a bit of a waste with all this. Like, I don't think with a toxic deck you need to go Wickening, but yeah, it's alright, I suppose. Okay. Let's see. You know what? We'll go for that. Let's make that the cornerstone of this discard idea. So, 4 costs. Silver Samurai. 5 costs. Stature was part of it. But we're going to go Black Bolt as well, because that's kind of... You know, you have one, you have the other. So, 4 cost again. We need Morgan. That's the whole reason we're doing it. So from here, it feels like we almost want to have good discard goals, if you like. Silver Samurai, discard the lowest power card. I mean, I feel like that's an obvious one, if we're counting lowest power. But now we need discarders. So, Blade. I think first Ghost Rider's got to go at this. Maybe Corvus and Gambit. Honshu. Somehow Blade didn't get in there. I thought I clicked on it. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6. I'm not gonna lie, this feels a bit risky playing on ladder, but I'll back myself. I'm worried, but I'll back myself. Oddly enough, I got this recently, so we'll play that. And for some reason I can't pick tiles. I don't know what's going on there. Just call it as I see it. JC. 24388. Isn't that my collection level? We'll skip a turn. Yeah, based on that, I think it is a bot. Well, that on the off chance it is. Oh, doy. I've just realised it's going for the wrong account. Try again. 24388. Yeah, so this is definitely a bot. Right. I know that's me distracted, but it's just getting that out the way. I know now. Plus I don't have to worry about stalling on a bot. Alright, so let's just tempo out Viper, I guess. We can bring back Iron Man with Morgan, although I don't know if we want to bring it back yet. Go on, we'll do it. Wave. Yondu gets Blade. I feel like Viper and Morgan definitely go to the same hairdresser. Well, sorry, not hairdresser. Well, kind of, but also fashion designer.
I am Iron Man.
Yes, that's 18 power left. I'm thinking, do we just go like that? Alright, I don't know what's going left. Electro. Sabertooth, we're fine. Yeah, obviously once you start playing it, it's a bot, but that initial bit, I'm like, it is, isn't it? Alright, Aguila Calva. Great portal, we're getting Thanos. Looking at the deck build up as well, that is a concern. There's not a lot of low end curve. I might need to take Gore out. Especially when that happens. Alright, we're gonna have to Gambit and just hit something. I said it earlier, by the way, Thanos, you're drunk. Drinking the same juice that Typhoid was. Right. I don't really want to play a Gambit on a Destroy deck, but I kind of need to. And arguably it's better getting these out of the way now. I mean, I might destroy the Bucky Barnes.
What a game!
Probably the Deathlock's better, isn't it? Oh well.
The throne.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
So we discard Null. I'm thinking we play Black Bolt. And whatever comes from Grand Central, yeah, that would have been kind of interesting. Alright, I am changing the deck though. I know we've only played 2 games, but that instant feel, if you like, of it, I don't even think the Black Bolt statue thing was bad. Just that idea of such a high curve. I thought I counted it before in chat, but I didn't check it hard enough. Or well enough, I should say. We take Gore out. Gore's good, but we want something different. Maybe Swordmaster. Actually, no. Sif? Sif would prot the Khonshu. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6. So it's 1, 1, 2, 2s, 3, 3s, 2, 4s, 3, 5s, 1, 6. It's a bit of a mishmash, but maybe it's a touch better. Gore didn't do too much in those first 2 games, so I'm not worried about bringing him in. Alright, that's great for the first Ghost Rider. Arguably it's worth playing that if we have Iron Man or Morbius in hand. Griffith. Ooh, squirrels. That's a touch unfortunate. I don't really want to play any of these right this second, so I'm going to pass a turn. Because I think after that we can do Silver Samurai and Jin. Oh, of course they've snapped. They got Strange. And they've got a whole way of feeding it there as well. I mean, I'll stick in, but this is also one of those on paper you just back out. Okay, Reality Stone gone for them, Morbius for me. I'm going to try and put power up in that left just to see if we can keep competing, but I think it's a losing fight. Yeah, we'll do that. We don't get much benefit at Corvus at this point. So we're probably going to discard the Jin, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, I knew it was going to suck one for the middle. It's as if it targets the one with the full lane. It doesn't, but it always feels a little bit like that. Alright, we've discarded Iron Man, Morbius, and Corvus. Down to a penny if I play there, it's not going to win a lane, but let's try it. Maybe we pull Iron Man and it goes mid, and for some weird reason they don't play right. Quite a lot of things to happen there. Yeah, so we don't even win this lane. Unless by strange suck something. Oh, maybe? No. A bit unlucky. Just needed one of those two to go. Again, it didn't feel a million miles away, that. Just needed a bit more. Definitely think this is kind of a good place for the first Ghost Rider. At least depending on what you draw. Alright, Crown City. We're not going to discard Iron Man with Blade, we wait. I say Blade can hold. Alright, that's more than fine. Alright, so if I Gambit, I've got a 50-50 chance of hitting Sam. I mean, I know what chance it probably will be. We gotta give it a go, though. Just see if we can get the Sam out and then the shield stuck. That's 4 now, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, we got it. All right, that was a good bit of RNG. All right, so with that in mind, we're going to play there and there. Bit of a shame to discard stature, but I figure we're not able to discount it, so we might as well just play what comes into our hand next turn. Ideally, it's Morgan. If Morgan comes onto our hand next turn, we are looking so good. If anything else, I don't really know what we do, because Sif would be just tempoing, Samurai would be tempoing, although granted it disrupts. Black Bolt would disrupt, and we couldn't play Khonshu. So yeah, I really hope it's Morgan. Alright, so if we're going for Boomer Energy next turn. Yeah, that's the role I didn't want. I'm going to play Black Bolt there because you never know. The Enchantress now and then. We lose 6, but we're +7. But yeah, we're running out of options because Morgan's done now. She won't benefit us. So the only real play we've got going into turn 6 is Khonshu. As a 5 power, at 5 power, it's like, ugh. Ooh, okay. So, images of Icon gone. Eat Tree Juggernaut. Okay. Hawkeye Kate Bishop. Patriot. Okay. Or Iron Patriot. See, that's not what I wanted. I can't discard anything, so Morbius doesn't go up. You know what? I should play left in the sense of putting some power there, but I think I will just stay there just to try and make it 17. But I don't think I'll win this. Again, they haven't snapped, so I'll stick in for 2, but that was just such bad draws. Ooh. Oh. What can I say? Even if I'd have got Silver Samurai down, I couldn't have done anything. Was that their own? Created by Iron Patriot. I mean, what can you say? That's just like the game saying, right, here, have a card, it'll win you the game, don't worry. Because the game doesn't know what I drew, so it's like, that's probably the worst card it could have given them. Right, or one off. Okay, Central Park. Well, yeah, we've got a great first Ghost Rider. Ooh, great Krakoa target as well. I'm wondering if Hal is suited to this deck. But, again, I'm not convinced because there's a bit of me thinking, surely you don't want to risk it. Ooh, that's a very chunky Black Bolt. Let's play Corvus. If we hit Gambit and Morbius, then we can play Black Bolt next turn. I do like this aspect of doing discard with Morgan because when I was playing her in the Destroy deck, it didn't feel like you could clear your hand to get the cards back. So discard does play well with that. Alright, let's just Black Bolt. I don't know what they'd have. Maybe Dawn? Yeah. So it does buff them both. We had to play the card. Okay, Khonshu. Some decent Khonshu targets. I'm going to play it there because we probably lose this lane in the end, so it's like, okay, if it goes right, nice. If not, we've again got options. That's fine. Not jumping for joy over that, but it's fine. Ooh, Gambit. We once again didn't pull Morgan, by the way. Squirrel, that's fine. In fact, you freed me up. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that blows. I mean, I feel comfortable with that line, but I needed Morgan last turn. Khonshu did fine, but yeah, we just needed Morgan earlier. He's been absent. Ooh, that was a misplay, wasn't it? Oh well. I mean, the 7 1-to-1 as the mid. And as it, yeah, I could have played both mid and a 1. Now that's an hindsight choice, isn't it? I don't regret the way I played it because I felt like I needed to just put power into there. But when you see it like that, it's a bit rough. If anything, I was expecting that to go up a lot more. But yeah, a little bit unfortunate. Alright, what time is it? Nearly 10 to 11 my time. Mocha Tugboat 516. Yeah, that's a deck name. Yeah, I don't like playing there in case it's Isle of Silence, so we'll play there. Okay, that is fine. We can discard Khonshu. Is this Sauron? Okay, so Silver Samurai is going to hit Iron Man. Alright, that's a bit of a... Oh, it isn't Sauron, it's... Affliction. Yeah, a bit of a weird way of doing this. I don't even want to hit it, that's the thing. Oh, that is awkward. Because I'm going to be giving them the full Khonshu if I play that. Can I just bite my own face almost and do that? I'm just gonna have to do that. Probably should have retreated. Oh no, we got rid of it. I did plan that out well, I just wasn't sure. Okay. We got Esme off them, Black Bolt. One card there wins it, but they didn't get anything off me. They've literally got one card to play themselves. Let's play in the draw lane.
Victory.
Yeah, that was tough. I managed to time that well in terms of discarding my hand, but I still thought they might have enough. But yeah, I'll take that. Morgan's getting boosters, but I'm not seeing a play. He's irritating me a bit. Like that new card problem. I'll pick up Ms. Marvel, but I'm not planning on picking her yet. Yeah, she's She's a spotlight card, if you like, the card in spotlight, and she's hiding. Can't say that is fun. Plus side, we are 50-50 with this deck at the moment. Zabu. Alright, first Ghost Rider feels really nice in the mid. Just give Morbius a big squeeze. Danger. Alright, we'll skip a turn. Surge. So 1 cost. Basic. Okay. We'll Silver Samurai. It will discard Gambit. And Pim. Okay. Galacta buffs. Kitty. Okay. We don't need to play Black Bolt. But I think we do. Simply because I don't like what turn 6 could be. And now I feel better. I think even with the Kitty moving, we're still... Yeah, they still have priority. Oh, we can't play it there. Danger Room would not be my choice. We really hit the right target there with that Black Bolt.
I am Iron Man.
Victory.
If it hadn't been turn 5, I would have snapped. Morgan again turned up late to the party. There's definitely play lines where she can really come in and make an impact. You know, you're thinking turn 1, I wouldn't even say turn 1 we Blade, usually we skip turn 1, but turn 2 Ghost Rider or Morbius, turn 3 Corvus, turn 4 Morgan. There should be discards in that early phase to then benefit Morgan. But like I say, she's being tardy. I mean, even if you skip Blade, potentially you've got 3 discards. Alright, so Gambit, as it stands, is a bit of a dead tempo play. We'd be discarding but not destroying. Makes me think if Moon Knight needs to be in here. Just for the extra opponent manipulation. Yeah, I think I would rather play Blade at this point. Even though it's less cost. You know, I'm not using all my cost. All my energy. I think I'd rather get Iron Man discarded. So that I can then try and work on Khonshu. Alright, what's X-Mansion got for us? Fanfei? Agent 13. Alright, that was a dud pull. Yeah, let's just Gambit. See what he pulls out. I don't think I'd be upset at pretty much any of these. Ooh, though, if we could hit Galacta, that'd be nice. That's nice. I did say it. I haven't got Discarder. So I'm thinking, let's just play Khonshu. Hope. Zabu. Alright, a bit risky because we've got priority and the possibly / probably have got Enchantress. So we need to try and win the lane without Iron Man. So call it 7 power, this 13. If they Enchantress, it's going to be 19 power. So I need to add... Oh, let me just get that right. 7 12 power. That'd only be 11. So with that in mind, do I give it up and do I go for another lane? Like, do I go... like that? Well, I'm going to say that would reduce, so no. Play that. Yeah. I honestly wasn't sure then. I mean, they mustn't have had Enchantress, that's why they were sort of waiting on me to make a call, but... yeah, if they'd have got that, I'd have been in trouble. Alright, skip turn 1. You know, considering I've called this worrisome discard, we're 5 and 3 right now. Not a great Q break because I'm not snapping, but to be honest, I'm taking that. I was expecting a lot worse. Alright. We're going Corvus, but what are the odds that it's going to hit Morgan? They get Blade at 1-5. Yeah, it's got Morgan. I knew it was going to do that. I mean, we've got Khonshu. There's potential that Khonshu could revive Morgan, but we need Khonshu this turn. And it needs to hit Morgan, not Blade. Alright, I don't know if they've been missing their HUD at this stage of the game. Ooh, Victoria Hand. That's tasty. I do like the variant, by the way. I'm challenging this just to prevent the, or try to prevent the Iron Patriot.
I am Iron Man.
Okay, so we did prevent it. So at this point, I don't see the point in doing Khonshu because Morgan can't benefit us, Blade can't benefit us, so we may as well just try and cause havoc. We'll do 5 there and 3 there. Just try and put more power in that lane and just try and trigger a destroy. If it hits Collector, that's nice. Either that or Victoria Hand. Oh, wrong lane. I think it's... oh, yeah. A little bit unlucky, that. I mean... let's just have a look at that. The 5-5, it got 1 from Smithsonian, 2 from Victoria Hand, and the 1 card because of Ronan, but... yeah, any other location, that would be a poor... well, any other location and not having Victoria Hand, that would have been a very poor Ronan 5-7, so... it just got the buffs it needed to get over the line. And like I said, if it had hit Collector, Yeah, we'd have been cool, talking. So 5-4. Win rate's gone down again, but I'd still say, considering what I'm cooking here, that's not bad. All right, no turn 1. If this is Isle of Silence, I'm just going to be upset. Oh, we'll both be upset. Westview, okay. Go on, we'll play Corvus. I don't really want any of them to be discarded. Such they aren't great targets, but we can cope with it. Okay, that's not bad. We at least at Khonshu. Let's go for Black Bolt. I'm very wary of first Ghost Rider in the sense I would like to hit the Iron Man, obviously, but that's purely because I don't want to be hitting Khonshu. If it... Alright, I think one of my cats have just farted. Oh, you little swine, you managed to banish Iron Man and Sith. Okay. That's wrecked my game plan a bit. Silver Samurai is the card that I can bring back. Is it worth it? I wouldn't say it's worth it, but gets rid of their gore. Yeah, I mean, I'm facing negative. That pulled off negative. Oh, hang on, though. I'm getting excited and I'm thinking, no, it's still not good because even though Khonshu got destroyed, still not a good target. But yeah, let's just retreat out. If I'd have got Iron Man in hand, it would be still worth playing, but
Escaped.
Morgan, he just can't do anything with Banish, so it's a waste. Alright. The worrisome discard justified its worry. We're going to do 2 more. Yeah, I'm a little over in terms of the time I can usually afford to stream, but 2 more games I can squeeze. Let's just see if we can get a Morgan highlight. I mean, Corvus really is the proc for her. But the trouble is, if she's in hand, it's the same as if you're gambiting. High risk, low reward. Alright, that's go and fill your hand very quickly. Doom is interesting. And our hand is full, so we've got more things to hit with Corvus. Okay, that is actually quite good. Not perfect, but we can cope with it. I'm curious if they can, if they use the King Eitri at this point. Okay. Maybe should have changed left. Yeah, we First Ghost Rider. And then Morgan Le Fay. That's 3 cards coming back. I'm curious if they can read that play. I mean, I feel it'd be a ballsy read if they can. Windsor Watoon blogs mid. Unfortunate. Lots of Bullpack. Black Swan. Once and Future. So they've got a lot of energy. And priority. They've got 12 to my 7. I'm loving that. That feels really potent. I'm thinking, do we ignore Iron Man? $16. That goes up to 11, so 14. Alright, so they ignored left. That makes me feel very awkward. Ooh, that was a whiff. Yeah, that was a hell of a hit. What did we actually hit? Merlin.
Victory.
That was good. Alright, so we do get a casserole. We do like casseroles. This has got to be the last one. Currently 6 and 5, so as long as we don't lose, I'm very content leaving here. If we do lose, I'm less content, but I will still pull it. Yeah, very tempting, but no. A Tuma, if it got bought back by Morgan, I wouldn't. Also saying that, I actually don't mind the idea of a Tuma and playing something in turn 5. No, that wouldn't work, would it? I know when I saw Morgan, I did have that image of could you play a Tuma? Alright, Goliath. Corvus is going to get... Yeah, Corvus is going to get used here. Alright, we could do with pulling Gambit regardless to get rid of that.
Such is my judgment.
I don't think they'll mind that. I like that. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to discard Gambit. Maybe we do that. It would discard Stiff that, which I don't mind.
Are ye worthy?
That's okay. Goliath down is good. Okay, so they've got Prio. Okay, if Khonshu can bring back Morgan Le Fay, that creates quite an interesting, if not overpowered, final turn. Reality Stone. Aunt May's. Wow, okay. And it moves theirs as well. Mind Stone. Morgan. Cool. Don't clog left, please. And of course it clogs left. Alright, so at least we know what numbers we got hit. You know, there's a crazy bit of me that wants to do that. And that. 20 power plus 6 and 16 power. The flip side would be that and that. That would only tie that lane. Maybe we stick with it. Alright, I was not expecting to win there. That genuinely caught me off guard. Alright, so... not a bad end, that. Not a bad end. Alright, so... you know what, let's just leave this screen on. Let's leave it on here. And for some reason I haven't got my normal shortcuts on command, so we're just going to have to use it like this. Here we go. Alright, so we played 3 decks during the stream. Merlin by far was the best. I thought that was really fun and we were getting good wins, good cube rates. I enjoyed it. So when I've done here, I'm probably going to have a bit of a go at climbing with that. So I highly recommend it. Ham, Korg, even Nico to a degree. All pretty decent targets for Merlin's spell, the one that takes cards away or swaps them. I feel like Korg Rock Slide is very good right now, especially for pairing Nova and Dark Orc. Gorgon's good for the stones that are popping around everywhere. Grandmaster can just reapply things, so many good things in that deck. As far as these two, I'm actually surprised we came out with positive win rates for both. I feel like this one needs refining. I'm not entirely sure what needs to go in or out. I did take out Wiccan from like the build that I was playing before Morgan. Maybe you put Wiccan in instead of Enchantress. Maybe. But even then, I'm not sure. Part of the issue I felt with Morgan, and it's why she did feel better here, is that hand spaces are the issue. You know, once Morgan is in play, you want an empty hand. So, yeah, she didn't feel as good in Destroy. I personally would not suggest playing her there. I feel like discard is the home. Maybe, I'll be wrong, maybe Destroy that or a Destroy based spell will come out that really shines for her. But yeah, I feel like discard was the way. I think just being able to say, right, get rid of some cards early with Corvus, with Gambit, Focus Ghost Rider, and then Morgan and back. For me, that was really nice. So yeah. As far as the 2 cards go, Merlin, I mean, I did play Scratch as well. Scratch was alright. You know, you're playing skills with Merlin, so he does gain benefit. You could arguably try Agamotto as well, you know, just see if that works. But yeah, I feel like both of these are interesting cards. I definitely feel like Merlin's going to be the standout for the season, but I don't think Morgan's bad or anything. I wouldn't go shouting out to people who should go and get her, but I do think she's got a very interesting place moving forward in Marvel Snap, so I'm curious what people will actually end up doing with her, because I'm sure there's a she'll shine in, and that's a very hard thing to say. So I'm going to leave it there. Alright folks, those of you who've been here for the stream, thank you very much for being here, and yeah, I'm going to try and do a bit of climbing on my phone now. I think just have a little chill before I've got to get up early in the morning, and so we've got an early start, so I may do something for YouTube, may not. I don't want to make promises I can't keep there, but if I can, maybe we'll cook something. Oh, and also, I didn't mention this just because it had slipped my mind, but I have been accepted into the Golden Gauntlet. So, yeah, the second Golden Gauntlet we're doing. So, yeah, you might be seeing me on Saturday, even if it is only for a very brief appearance. But until then, folks, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you, hopefully, Saturday. Alright, bye for now.